both been traumatized. We both been scarred. We both been hurt. We all need therapy. So can we be a safe space for one another? Can you teach me how to love you? Can you teach me how to be compassionate to you? Can you teach me how to be the man that you need me to be? And I'm gonna teach you how to be. Because what we gotta realize is, I come from one environment, you come from one environment. It's impossible for us to see the world the same way. But if we don't talk about it, how can we ever walk the same way? I come from where I ain't even know about no love. My hard work was love for me. Get up in the morning, do this, do that, that's love. You got a roof over your head, that's love. You got food on it, that's love. You come from a whole different environment than him. So when y'all come from two different environments, the only way y'all gonna meet down the middle is y'all talk about what y'all came from, what hurt y'all, and now y'all can help each other move a little forward. We gotta exceed our own expectations.
Wow. So as somebody who grew up in a single parent household, right? That's exactly how love is exhibited, rather, right? It's not so much in the facet of hugs and kisses and, loving conversations and heartfelt moments and all that other type of stuff, which, there is moments of it, right? That's not knocking it. But that's not the potent or the main energy. When your mama at that has to wear both hats, the masculine and the feminine, that masculine takes over a lot, which means the way that she's showing love is paying those bills, putting that food on the table, making sure you have clothes on your back, making sure you're safe and sound at night. That's love, right? So when you grow up in a household where, you have those emotions, you have those, things going on within you, but you don't necessarily have the space to nurture it or build upon it or express it, because the energy is focused on survival, right? Especially if you aren't the only child, the energy survival at that point. It's not usually, do my children feel loved? It's, are my children safe, right? Because that's usually a mother's objective. So as a man, right, we grow up and we start viewing our love or our intimate relationships from a standpoint of giving, right? I'm taking her out, I'm paying for this, I got this nice house, I got this car, my finances, sure, we could take a flight, whatever the case may be. And it really throws off the dynamic between the two genders, because you have emotions, men have emotions, and when we aren't taught how to express those emotions to the opposite gender at that, right? Because the first time in life that we were supposed to experience what it was like opening up to a woman was supposed to be with our mothers, right? Our mothers were supposed to show us that it is okay to open up and be vulnerable, in other words, and somebody will show you compassion, etc., right? Your mother was supposed to be the first person who did that. Hopefully she did that in some facet and you acknowledged it, right? But if you didn't get that, I'm not saying I didn't get it, because I got some of it, right? I did get it. But if you did grow up in one of those households where it was just like you didn't get any of that emotional support, you're gonna be broken, and it's gonna be masked by your outside reality, and you're not even gonna realize what's causing the disconnect. Women are emotional. What do I mean by that? The deeper you can penetrate into their emotions, the deeper she's gonna rock with you, if that makes sense. Her loyalty factor. We like to antagonize their emotions by triggering them, right? Not necessarily helping them grow, helping them heal, etc. Like single parent households, we trigger them to grow, get more on a hustle, handle more responsibility, etc. Instead of helping them grow, by relieving some of that responsibility. That's not usually how it happens. And yeah, that video is just it was just really eye-opening, right? Because it was something that I knew and I articulated. I actually told my mom this too. I was like, I feel like exactly what he explained in the video. Other words, I feel like I was getting overlooked, but I understand the spirit it was coming from, because she's tired. She has a lot on her plate. But I have to acknowledge the truth of that situation, as well as a lot of other people, which puts them in this state where they either A, grow, they acknowledge that they need to heal, or B, they start to really, 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 really hate women. And you usually don't see it. It's no, I lied. You can kind of see it. It's in the red pill. They're broken. The Simps are too, which is why I guess you say the middle part, that's Sigma, whatever the case may be. I really don't give a fuck what it is. I call that healed. But that middle point is what a lot of men need to get to, right? Because you aren't a woman doesn't mean you don't have emotions. Well, yeah, I think I said that right. You have emotions too. So you have to learn a level of emotional intelligence. You have to learn emotional, discernment, spiritual discernment. You have to learn how to manage your within. And by God's will, right? God's prayer, whatever you want to go by, you align with somebody who can help you build that aspect as well. You align with a woman who knows how to nurture, your emotional side, build with you, etc. But if you don't show it to anybody, all this nonchalant shit, you're gonna attract more broken people. When you're nonchalant, you're gonna attract people who want to try fixing you, or who like that challenge, right? Now I say this, and I'm probably need to start saying this in more of my videos. If you like the game, play it. I don't play that shit, right? Once I notice that the game is even trying to be played, I'm gonna exit stage left. Like I said in some other videos, I'm gonna block you, I'm gonna follow you, I'm gonna do something. Like I'm gonna get you gone before I play the game, right? Because that's just not how I operate. I don't do that. You guys, I'm not gonna say you guys, but I see a lot of men, on the other hand, when they start being all nonchalant and all this other type of stuff, you're playing the game with them because you truly care. You want to show your emotions, you want to grow, but you're scared of doing that. So you don't want to scare the girl off or something like that. So you don't show your emotions because you're taught to keep them in. They're going to leave you. They're going to reject you, whatever the case may be. So you play the game to keep her around, and she's finding like interest or joy out of trying to get you to open up. But the moment you opened up, she was going to leave anyways. Literally, the moment you started playing the game, she was going to leave. So why not, as men, right? Start learning how to articulate ourselves and speak up sooner, and learn how to filter, the things that we interact with and how we interact with them, right? Because when you're operating from an unhealed space, I'm really trying to piece the two things together, how what you learned and what you grew up with, your immediate environment, is going to start showing in your day-to-day life in two completely separate areas, right? Now you may not really understand why you're acting a certain way. I know with me, I grew up in a household where yelling is normal, right? So whenever somebody starts raising their voice, Whenever somebody starts yelling, I shut down. I'm not entertaining it. Like, I will literally shut down. It's emotional shutdown. Why? Because I learned how to do it here, right? I learned how when everybody starts yelling, when everybody just starts bickering, when emotions, tensions get high, shut down. That's how I protect myself. That's how I keep myself sane, etc. Right? So what happens when I'm in relationships and they really start triggering me? Shut down. And what happens when I shut down? Nothing gets fixed, right? So it's literally like everybody has at least something that's prohibiting them from moving forward based upon whatever dynamic they saw happen above them, right? We reenact a lot of shit, but just in our own unique ways. But the core root as to why you're acting like it, you saw it happen somewhere. And you think that that's true, or you think that that's real, or you think that's reality. You think something within that was bred upon you. So it's a lot of unlearning. It's a lot of healing. Like what old dude said at the beginning of that video, bro, everybody need therapy. It's not a single person on this planet who can say they not effed up. I don't care who you are, bro. You can be the biggest monk on the planet. You can sit in the middle of the desert all day on your ass, bro, meditating. I don't care. You're messed up for something. Why are you in the middle of the desert? You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody needs therapy in some type of facet, whether they want to admit it or not. But, you know, not until we show a little bit of compassion and empathy towards people to acknowledge if everybody needs therapy, nigga, then everybody needs to be loved in some facet, because we're all messed up. So instead of me judging you, let me help you. Let me love you. Let me put my hand out and not hit it, right? A lot of people like to abuse shit. Stop. Don't do that either. But yeah, show love, show empathy, show compassion, and grow, heal, and don't repeat circumstances, curses, just try to learn from it and move forward. I love y'all.